It's Kiara.
And it's Tanesha. And you're now entering the sister chat. Wow, I just forgot. Welcome to Main Event Mamas.
Welcome to another late night wrestling episode. Because we're back. We know you missed us last week. I missed us last week because the things I had to talk about. But don't worry, we're not going to shortchange you because we're definitely talking Clash in Paris and the aftermath. And of course, we're going to start with our Streets Are Talking. But before we do that, we want to remind you that this is your moment to hit a subscribe button. This is your moment to be first to get the content that we drop. Did you know that we launched our Facebook group today? Well, if you were subscribed, you would know because it would have dinged on your box with the wonderful announcement we put together today. So just saying, you don't want to miss nothing. So you definitely want to subscribe to our channel. And with that, the streets are definitely talking.
I know.
The streets had a lot to say. But there's no way, there is absolutely no way we can start this episode without talking about the biggest news story for WWE. AJ Lee's return.
Right.
I mean, that is by far the biggest news story, period, that's happening. Like I said, AJ Lee made her shocking, amazing. Shocked I was because I did say, happy AJ Lee better show up at SmackDown Day. But I was thoroughly excited to see her show up at SmackDown last week. I mean, my God, like it blew my mind. And I want to say something. I'm going to ask you because I know this was a big deal for you because I was definitely not watching. Anyhow, I know I was not watching a ton of wrestling when AJ Lee was around, but I felt like I was super geeked up about this. I'm not even sure why. I know who she is. I know of her. But I have to ask you how you felt because you were definitely deep in the Divas situation when AJ had her moment. So what was that day like for you?
I mean, ultimately, it was dope. I wish things were like how they were back in the day, that we didn't know that it was a possibility that that was happening. Because we've been talking about AJ Lee coming back for a while. There was talks about AJ Lee coming back during the Women's Royal Rumble match, and she not showing up.
Evolution. That's right.
Evolution, and then Evolution. So she's definitely been somebody that people have, including myself, like, oh, that would be just so dope if you came back, because I did watch that era when she was on, and to me, she's super talented, but she definitely was cuckoo crazy. But
I heard
I
Sean
mean,
like that
as in
word.
her character, hold on, her character was cuckoo crazy. Okay.
Okay.
But I feel like that played up, because if she wasn't that, who would she be? She couldn't be the nice person. Like, she would play, like, even how she would get all the guys to be like, oh my God. And then she come kiss you, and then she like backstabs you. That was like, it's like she would literally backstab them, especially the segment with her and Daniel Bryan. And like,
I did
I
catch
know.
up, by the way.
Yes,
I
because
caught up.
because I had, okay, so what y'all don't know is I started her on a crash course of AJ Lee.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that YouTube that we were watching was a very long one, and we had to go to bed.
It was an hour and 32 minutes. And I watched every minute of the hour 32 minutes. And then furthermore, kept going, found SmackDown episodes where it left off or somewhere in the middle, and then proceeded to watch it all the way through. And I have a gripe, but we're not going to talk about that yet. We're going to get to the gripe after we finish talking about AJ Lee. So back to her.
Okay. So for me, it was dope to watch how her music hit, even with all of us kind of like, she's showing up. We know she's showing up. We know she's showing up. But to still hear the pop, and then to watch her go out and soak it up. That's what I liked. I liked the fact that she really soaked up the energy of people actually happy and excited that she showed up and that she actually came. Because for a period, she kind of like retired. She wasn't going to wrestle. There was no more of that. She wasn't doing it. So to see her come back 10 years later after she left, and also pretty much literally like the next day was like her 15-year anniversary of being in WWE technically anyway. So that's so to even know that she did so much in a short period of time of her career to make that impact that people are like, yeah, like we are invested. We want you here. And it's not just because like she's AJ Lee. She's not AJ Lee's CM Punk's wife. She's AJ Lee. Like she's her own identity and brand. And on top of that, can we just talk about how CM Punk was just looking at her?
I mean, I
Can we just
tell
talk about
you,
it?
it was beautiful to see the way he openly adores his wife. It was everything in his face and his mannerisms. I was like, I don't know who's more happy right now. Like, I don't. He's like, my baby's home. And she was walking around glowing, first of all.
Yeah.
Just glowing. I
Yeah.
was like, who is this beautiful woman? I know her name's AJ Lee. Did she always glow? This is why I needed the crash course.
Yes.
'Cause I
Yes.
was like, what is this thing? It's
Yeah.
happening.
I
But the
mean, to
way
be
he looked
honest,
at
I don't
her
think,
was
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, the way she looked at like to be, you know what it is? You can tell when someone really loves that person and when they're genuinely happy for what's happening with them, right? You can always sense that. And to watch that, like to the point where he was just like, "You got this. I'm gonna let you have this moment." Even when, if we talk about what happened on Raw, he still was letting her have her moment. It wasn't like I am trying to step on your spotlight because this is big. Like, and we don't know what reservations she had. Like, are they going to really be excited about me coming back, or because
there's no way anybody wasn't gonna be excited. Like, we've been calling her for her to come back. And I say we, but we all know I wasn't really me. But many people were calling for her to come back. I was just curious because I'm like, who are you? Like that everyone loves you so much. But that crash course was everything. Shout out to you two and
like you now
WWE
you
for
get
putting
to
that
see
up.
like you see where even her character work
It was
is
amazing.
phenomenal. Like, especially with her and Kaitlyn, yo, the way she tore that girl down.
I did see so the crash course involved the entire storyline. We had the end of the Dolph Ziggler situation, like
Oh
briefly. It
yeah.
was like the
Uh-huh.
end. And
Uh-huh.
then of course while that was happening, we started the Caitlyn situation because obviously Big E was part of that like trifecta right
Uh-huh.
there. That was crazy. I really felt bad. And I was like, this is me many years later. Like, ooh, girl. I'm so sorry
So
this happened to
imagine
you.
me
But it
watching.
was
I
good
was like,
TV.
dang.
It was good TV even all these years later. I was like, "Where is this next episode?" I was like, "Can you make sure this is gonna continue?" So again, shout out for them for that hour and 32 minutes of joy because all I had to do was keep going to hear the rest of the story. And then I was like, I don't even know what was happening on Raw or SmackDown or whatever it was at this time, but I don't care because I was so focused on this storyline. It was just so good. And the way that she played Kaitlyn to win the Divas and then to see the Divas championship again, I was like, oh my God. Now that I do remember. I was like, you remember that championship? Girl.
Yeah, I remember the championship.
I was
Listen, I
like,
remember
wow.
that. So ultimately, to answer your question, I was very happy in a way, but not just for me as a fan, but in a way for her. And just like I said, watching the joy and whatever reservation she may have had, watch that go away once she really received. That's the other thing too, receiving the goodness, right? Because you could come
Mhm.
back, you'd be like, oh, and not really fully receive what's happening because you're just like, I just need to focus. And even too, in one of her promos, I think it was on Raw when she was like, she started talking and then she went on like another tangent. She was like, okay, wait, I gotta focus. Hold on.
I
And I was like,
laughed.
yo,
Yes. I said,
but
all right,
that
girl.
also was like, that's you being also, I think, too, connecting as a fan and understanding too that they're real people. But in that moment was actually like her being vulnerable. She didn't have to tell us that she was therapy. She didn't have to tell us that she was diagnosed with being bipolar. Like she didn't have to say all of that, even though we knew, but she still didn't have to say that out loud to connect with anybody. So
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately I was extremely excited to see her come back and be in her element.
Yeah. I mean, I was shocked that she retired at the age of 28. I was like, that's really young, I think, for retirement. But what I am enjoying the most about this is that there's this resurgence of people who are not that old. So, like I was saying, I just think it's incredible that we're seeing this resurgence
Mhm.
of people who were there around the time that she was there, like the Nikki Bellas. And I'm like, who else is coming back? You know what I mean? Like, who else can we expect to just pop up? Do we think Caitlyn's gonna show up? Like, like
Now listen.
I'm kind of
That
I'm at a I'm
that
at a
would be
loss
something.
here because I was like, it was actually really cool for me as someone who didn't watch during this time to kind of see the way she introduced herself to the audience.
She
But
did.
again, I had a little crash course, so I was prepared. But it was nice to see her introduce herself, and I loved it. I loved it. I'm your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. I was like, "Yes, sis,
But
you
that's
are."
even the truth though, because you got Roxanne Perez, she talks about that's mama and I'm daughter.
Yep, yep.
So
Which is so amazing, by the way. Did you see their pictures?
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. It was awesome.
With the
All right,
coffee
so
and
we
how
I'm
she started
sure
and I was like, I said, oh, look at y'all. You're like so cute.
I know. It was so
Until
cute.
she
All
turns
right, well,
on
I'm
you.
sure we're gonna talk about more AJ Lee. We're gonna talk more about AJ Lee
Yes.
because there's plenty of AJ Lee. I like I was telling Tanisha, we could probably do a drinking game with the amount of times we're gonna say AJ Lee this time. But it's cool. It's cool. We're still in the streets are talking, so let's hit up the next story. So I think this is inconsequential now. But last week there was a news story about SmackDown's viewership dropping,
Mm,
right? So they said the recent episode, which obviously was not the one that we're
no,
talking about right now,
absolutely not.
because that saw record highs. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Record highs. Um, they had an all-time low previous to that, and it had been a talking point for a lot of people. And I'd like to dig into prior to this, what do you think was contributing to the lower viewership for SmackDown?
Storyline. Uh you took your primary people and put them on Raw. Also now I feel like y'all are dropping the ball in the tag team division versus when you weren't. And now
Hmm.
you are. Cause I get it. We will never understand the reason why sometimes you guys pick whoever y'all decide to pick as champion. But
But the Wyatt Six as champion is like killing the division.
it is. And I'm not sure
So
if
that
that's
was
I'm
not a
not
great
sure if
decision.
so I'm not sure if that's what they wanted to do, but it was kind of fun to
No,
watch where y'all were going with it and making everybody like, "No, you fight. You fight over here. No, I'm not gonna do
it
it.
was.
You're gonna do it."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but it was fun to see that, but like to see that you're still giving like I just think it's the storylines because even like now they're about to try to break up Montez and Dawkins. For
I'm not
what?
pleased about
But for
this.
what though? Like, what are you about to do? Like, what are we
Yeah, I'm
where are we
not
going
pleased
with
about
that?
this.
So it's like, I think they're just gasping at straws and trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree very much. It has to do with storyline. But the other thing I think is the problem is that where are Roman and Cody again?
Mm,
Shooting movies.
mhm,
So I think that that's something that we have to consider too. And I think we talked about it in a much earlier episode. What do you do if your hot talents are out here working in Hollywood and you're suddenly without them? Now, yes, it is an opportunity for people to step up, but you have to remember you've built stories around these people and now they're just gone.
mhm,
And so it felt like there was very much a hole in the storytelling of SmackDown. You take it down from 3 hours where we had a lot of stuff to 2 hours where it's a little stuff. And we're gonna talk more about the Montez of it all because one of the things I do wanna bring up is that some of his best work is being done on social media.
mhm,
Same problem I had with Asuka. Like, why are we seeing these amazing promos not on your show, but on social media? That those are things that I would be interested in seeing
mhm,
on TV.
mhm,
So it feels like they're in a bit of a trouble spot, or they were. I think AJ Lee kind of paused the inevitable problem we're going to see,
mhm.
which is why this storyline is bleeding on Raw and SmackDown right now, I feel, because it's going to be the hottest story. And yes, it's kind of lazy storytelling because now you don't have to figure out what to do with this tag team division that's floundering on SmackDown from being at the all-time heights. Like, that was the thing we were excited about, to the point where, like I said, that table, ladders, and chairs match, my God, that ladder match is what it was, I think. It was amazing. It was incredible. And then now the payoff isn't worth it right now. But we're going to talk about that because we are going to wrap up some Clash in Paris stuff. And I definitely think Montez and Dawson will be part of that discussion. So thanks for that. Another thing I want to let you know, in case you didn't know, because you know I've been watching AEW. So last week they announced that AEW's pay-per-view events will be available to also stream on HBO. Now, starting with All Out, which is this next event that's going to be going up against with WrestlePalooza. So, which is a big opportunity for the company. However, I also think it's interesting because it's still a pay-per-view, right? It's not the model that we're seeing with the ESPN and the Peacock of it all. It's still that you have to pay additional money to see it. People have said it was, it's a good move for the company's reach, but I'm like, you still got to pay it. So ultimately, my problem is, why am I paying for a service to continue paying to see an event? That's where I think WWE kind of has a leg up, because for me, I have ESPN built into my Hulu, right? Because Disney and Hulu and ESPN are all under that umbrella. So for me, it's about 2 seconds to turn on that TV. Even with the AAA, all I have to go is turn on YouTube. So I think it really helps with all of the views, but I don't know if this model will continue to be profitable for them in the future, especially if you have people who are casual fans, right? So,
I mean, I can definitely tell you, I'm not paying for a streaming service because you got to pay that too, unless you have it in your cable. And let's be clear, I don't think a lot of people got cable anymore like that, or there's still some, but I'm not going to pay to have a service monthly and then pay to watch y'all events.
sorry. My bad.
That was like an angry.
I know. It wasn't anger. It was like, where am I putting this phone? I'm sorry. I had to answer it. My bad. My bad, y'all.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
But yeah, no, I get it. That's one of my biggest issues. Though I did say I don't know that I would want to do this. And I don't know that it puts it on the same level. So, I mean, it's good for them, because now if you have HBO Max, I guess you could also potentially get HBO's events there, but it's no change. It's no change to me. All right. So there is one more story that I have been hesitant to talk about because I think it's kind of a non-story, to be honest, but also because I feel like it's important to talk about in a way because we see it all the time and we haven't talked about it before.
No.
And it involves two of our favorite people.
I know.
Jey Uso and Jada Parker. So the streets have all sorts of shenanigans about this. And typically I would not talk about this, but it keeps coming up and up and up. And so I'd love to get your take on it. But first, I'm going to give you the breakdown on why this is like the most repetitive conversation ever.
Okay.
So we saw this viral video back, like a year ago? I think 2 years ago, 2023.
Dang, that was that
But
long?
I think, yes, but I do think the video was blurry. So it was kind of weird. That's the one when people were in the club and they said they saw a hand somewhere it wouldn't normally be for a friendly situation, right? And so there was some speculation that somebody was, moving up on somebody's man, because as far as we know, Jay's married. So we all kind of dismissed this. I think you and I had a quick chat about it, and we were like, whatever. Nobody wants to talk about this. That's crazy. And it was blurry. So don't come at me with some speculation.
I didn't say because it was blurry, but
I did. Because, you know what I'm saying? If
no
you
face,
ain't
no
got
case,
the man.
No face, no case, homie.
Exactly. No face, no case.
Just
Exactly.
cause just cause I someone was wearing the same clothes I was wearing that I posted previous does not mean that was me. Clearly, clothes are made not just for one individual. I hear you. Mhm.
Well. Okay. So there was another video. This one recently, it was maybe a couple weeks ago, where they were walking in the airport. Now it was well, I'm sorry, there were two more videos. There
Uh-huh.
was one video when they were a fan kind of saw them in the car together and they were on their way somewhere, I guess outside an event or something. And he got an autographed,
And he
I
got them
think
to wear his
from,
hat.
and to wear his hat, correct? And so that was kind of like fuel to the fire and what brought this back up again. And then there was another video, that's the third video, of them at the airport
And him
walking
touching
in.
her stomach.
We don't know that because we didn't exactly see that. All I'm saying is, I don't know this is our business. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I love me some Jada Parker deeply. I love Jey Uso. I don't really know that this is our business, but I officially thought it would be worth talking about it since, it made its way into our sister chat of like, what's up? So what is your take on all of this?
What I will say is, I know relationships can be very complex, especially when you're married. And I'm not going to say he owes us anything, but I do think since you made it such a big thing about you being married, and in some interviews you talked about how your wife was this and your wife was that, I do think you should clear this up, as in a way that, nah, I ain't cheating on my wife, or we have an open relationship. We move forward. She got a man. I got, whatever the case is, that's how we work. Or just speak up. Now she's my friend, like she my homie, and we just, it's what it is. And my wife knows, and we, everybody's copacetic and chilling. And, you're making more complex things than it needs to be. Or me and my wife ain't together. And we haven't been together for some time. Like, I don't need no timeline. I don't need you to tell me how long y'all been not together, not separated, but I do think it should be something that should be said because you did already open yourself up by saying multiple times that you're married. She was this, she was that, she was this. And to watch you, what seems like it could be an intimate situation, speak on it. I'm just going to say it because you know what? I'm also say this. Now, this is the devil advocate. We also know could be girl and guy friendships, and how that may transpire is how they may transpire. His wife may know strategically what's going on, and she may question things, and he may clear it up, and they move on with life. Do I think that we should be so pressed about what he doing? No, no, because if he was out here in the club by himself and we didn't know who he was, we would be minding our business. We wouldn't be.
True.
We wouldn't
We
be all
would.
up in there like this. Now, I will say that definitely, at the club situation, I could see where that seemed a little, your hands were a little up the thigh and you were rubbing a little bit. But at the same time, that can still be a friendly thing. I can see it from two coins of it. I can see it from, I don't know. And then I can see it from the other side as in like, nah, that's really my homie and we just chilling and mind our business. I mean, especially that second video, like she did get up out that front seat like she was the passenger princess, but they also seem real chill. They didn't like make it seem like, hey, don't take no video of us, don't do that. So that's where I'm like, I also don't think it is what we think it is. I just think that's the fact that if you grew up in the era how we grew up and we remember Lita and Edge.
So you
You
don't think it's a
remember?
Lita Edge and Matt Hardy situation?
No. It could be a toss up. It could be both or the other. Or it could be a Stephanie and Triple H and China thing.
Not exactly, because I will say that the reason why I would say not exactly is I would say that Jay and Jada are not working together on screen. So I think that makes it a little different. I think once Stephanie and Triple H was traveling together, they was in the same energy space, things can
But he definitely
transpire,
was with
as you
China.
said.
So that means y'all were traveling all together.
They weren't all remember she was home with an injury. Yeah, I know way too much about that, don't ask.
But back then, we had to read about these things.
Well, I didn't find
And
out
that's
that
when
she was back
YouTube
at
just started,
home.
and that's when I remember when,
Right.
certain things we were like, "Oh yeah, give me the old team." What y'all saying?
The dirt sheets were really on something back then. They was old school dirt sheets. Like you had to get the paper and read it
Uh-huh.
together, be on the chat room
Uh-huh.
to find information. I will say I did find that out, but that was through some kind of documentary type
Yes.
situation of covering. And I think that was whoever covered it, right? But what I will say, my take on it is this. I don't know that it helps her to clear it up if it's what we think it is.
Who?
Or what when I say what we think it is, if it is what it looks like it might be.
But
So
who
if
you
there
saying
is some
shouldn't
kind of
clear it up?
relationship on, if there is some type of relationship happening, Jada Parker's not going to benefit from him, either one of them coming out and saying anything. I would say that would leave her even more open to these homewrecker accusations and the crazy hate that she gets online every time this stuff pops up.
Mm.
So I'm not sure it would help her to clear it up if it is a relationship and if he is separated but not divorced, or you know what I mean? Like I think that, like you said, relationships are complicated, and the only people who need to understand it are the people in the relationship. But because you are public figures, I do think there is something to be said for discretion, because you are two, first of all, you're very attractive people, but you're also both very popular people. So people are going to follow you and watch over you. And anytime there's friendships, no one can escape the rumors. Remember what was going on with Jay and Rhea, or Rhea and Damian Priest. Like anytime they see you together,
it's like, "Oh, I think y'all together," and you be
or
like,
better yet, Damian Priest and Lola hanging out in the
well,
same
I
place.
mean, that was, I don't
That
know.
looks like actually a relationship. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
But even him doing remember Damian Priest was doing those TikToks with
Kaden. Kaden Chance?
yes, not Kaden. That's their name's Kaden Chance.
No, wait, maybe. I'm gonna look it up, but what were you saying?
But just like with that, I really thought they were together from all the TikToks they were doing, and it seemed like she was in the like that. They did a lot of TikToks. It's like
They did.
it was like almost
Kaden
2 years.
Carter. I'm sorry.
I was like, Kaden,
Kaden
who
Carter.
is that?
It was Carter Chance. That was their two last names. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's weird.
But
It's
also, I
weird.
just thought about another person too. Now, granted, that's a little complex, but may he continue resting in peace. But Mr. Fiend himself and JoJo.
Yeah, that was another. Yeah, because his wife at the time came out with a lot of
things, but then of course you find out more stuff later when they did the
yes.
documentary, and you was like, "Girl, you made it seem like he was cheating on you."
Well, but because I also think there's something to be said for emotion when it comes to relationships. Like we all talk about that. Like technically, we might have broke up, but maybe you broke up with me and I haven't accepted it yet.
Yeah,
Or you know what I mean? Like it's a
or you're still
complicated dance.
emotionally attached,
Right. And anytime
or
you have
physically
children,
attached.
yeah, there's two. But anytime you have children, that is another level. So all I'm saying is, from a PR perspective, what I would advise them to do is, like, maybe if you don't want to address it, perhaps don't be seen together.
Do what Chris Brown does when he was with Rihanna and they didn't want nobody else to know. One left out the front door, the other one left out the back door. You didn't need to know who was here for who.
If you are not doing anything wrong,
just say
or
that.
if everybody's in the know of the situation, it couldn't hurt to say something if you feel comfortable doing that. But I also understand that Jay is notoriously private, so he doesn't talk about that. But it did make me start thinking about things. Like, we've seen his son, but only one, not the other one. And then his son was around a lot more. He liked traveling with him. He talked about that a lot. And I was like, that was really wonderful to see. But we didn't see his wife with him, which I thought was interesting when he won the title. But I also know, again, that they're private people. So it's a little bit of a toss-up. But again, you can't have it both ways. So as the PR person, I'm just going to tell you. Either. You got to have it one way or the other. So either you want your private life all private, and you just don't be seen together like that, and certainly not in a situation where it can be misread, or you just release a statement and tell people to mind the business that pays
Respectfully,
them.
mind your damn business. Respectfully.
Mind the business that pays you.
Okay?
So I
Respectfully.
get it, but it is a story, and it's making people curious, and so I thought it was important to at least cover it this one time. Also, ultimately, we can admit there's no concrete proof. I think that's the other part there. But I also wonder if all this secrecy can sometimes fuel the interest in a story like this.
Oh, yeah.
Because when it looks like you're hiding something, then people are inevitably trying to find out your business.
Yes.
So there's that. So Jey, wish you the best.
As friendship
Do what you do.
Should do. As friendship should be.
I'm like, we wish you the best. Hope y'all enjoying life. But just, from a PR perspective, might give you some advice about managing the crazy. All right. Enough with the streets are talking. We got to talk Clash in Paris because we didn't even get time last week to unpack all the things that happened on August 31st. Because I know a lot has happened since then, but I think we got to start with the way this show started, with our tribal chief getting beat the hell up on his way out to shoot Street Fighter. But still, that was deeply uncomfortable. How did you feel as you were watching that first match of the night? Were you prepared for the rest of the show after that? Or were you like me, like, I am not pleased?
I mean, I can tell you, my tribal chief did not deserve that shit. They could have respectfully wrote him off or just said he's going to go do something. He's going to Hollywood. You didn't have to write him off like that, because that's all the other thing that bothers me the fuck out of too, where they'd be like, so yeah, they sent him to the hospital. No, he didn't. Stop lying. Jeez. And then
Well, he definitely has some kind of medical scene, because that was
Now,
Oof,
this
that
is
was
what
rough.
I did not like, and I'm not sure who ideas this was for him to have tsunami'd on the back race. Was that supposed to be helpful?
On the stretcher.
Yes, but it's still the back. It was still, because it was the
It was stiff.
yeah. So I'm like, whose idea was that? Was that supposed to be helpful? Was that supposed to be not where he would get hurt or something? But I felt like at one point he just stopped moving. He just was like, and I'm done. Like, I don't, like, it was like, how many more tsunamis you want me to take on this thing for y'all to stop?
I mean, it reminded me of watching Bron do the same thing to Seth. I was like,
was Seth on a stretcher
50-11? No.
Exactly.
He was not. But he was coughing up blood. So there was that.
So that's the other thing too. What is enough is enough, right? When is it enough?
know.
But I'm saying, when we're doing certain things, and I get it, it's entertainment, but the same token, when is enough enough? Like, you have a man who is well over 350 pounds, okay? I don't know what his true weight is, but I know it's well over 350 pounds.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay? Leaping off the top rope, connecting with all his weight on your chest. Not once, not twice, not 3 times.
50-11 times?
Just saying. At some point, I felt, I sit here and think about it, and I have the image replaying in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Whose idea was it for him to be strapped to the thing? Like, he was defenseless. At one point, his arm went, and he went to try to... It was like, what are y'all doing? Were y'all really trying to kill this man before he went away? Were y'all really feeling salty that he sat here and was going away? Like, what kind of nonsense?
Cody got written off similarly. Like,
did he?
Drew beat him up.
He did?
Drew.
He did?
I forget you don't have SmackDown right now. Anyway. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Surprise, in case you missed that. Yes.
But did he give him, like, did he give him fucking 50,000?
No.
Oh, okay. He gave
No.
it 50,000 Claymore?
It was Drew. It was Drew.
Okay,
And
so
he attacked him.
then what did Drew
It's not
do
the
that
same.
was any different? It's not the same. You getting picked up and thrown into a freaking steel chair, stairs that are not really steel. It ain't it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you got banged up a little bit. Ooh. Cody's gonna sit here and still
You
work.
didn't even know. You didn't see
It
it.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, Cody still was the person who sat here and wrestled Seth Rollins with a fucking pectoral thing coming in there
Yeah,
fucking
that was
black and blue.
traumatizing.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, do I think that they actually probably really injured Roman? I would think so. You must have cracked something because his ass was gasping for breath. He was like you can see his whole chest. It was like, dude.
Or can
Sorry, I'm
can we
being
say our tribal chief is just a wonderful actor and that's no? We can't say that?
Roman, I love you, but you're not the greatest actor. Sorry.
I'm not erasing that either.
That's okay.
Just
Like, I love you.
it's not.
But is it really love if I can't be truthful? You are not the greatest actor.
Well, the good part was Roman got his shoes back. You know what I'm saying? That was great.
Just to give him
That was a
away
good
and then
part.
get speared.
He got
He didn't even give
Paul
the other
Heyman.
pairs off. He literally just handed, you got a left shoe, you got a right shoe. Oh, I got the other pairs over here. I guess somebody else.
Shout out to the people in Paris who picked up some shoes. You know what I'm saying?
The one shoe.
They wasn't expecting that.
Because I would have definitely had both, not sold them. I would have wore them. It's called.
When you tackled the other person trying to get the other shoe.
But that's the whole
Okay.
thing. He didn't even sit here and give the they were two different shoes.
You got Felix thoughts and emotions. So, all right, okay. So we can agree that Roman, I mean, you feel like it was overkill. You had some special
was.
commentary
I did.
on his acting
I still feel the
skills.
same way. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not sure he would agree, but I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I feel you.
No. They are getting him because of who he is, what they're hoping is going to bring. Okay? I don't know what that Amazon thing was. Okay? Where he went. But they played the role for him correctly.
Oh, the Amazon
just-
movie, whatever it is, that it was not a
Mhm.
great movie. It was not great.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But I did watch
But
it because he was in it.
Right. But even for that clip, I didn't watch it. I watched the clip because I knew there was
That
no
was all
point.
he was in there for. He wasn't in there
Exactly.
for.
And he played the role that he needs to play. But either way.
Fair. That's fair. Well, all right, let's talk Seth Rollins, CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso's world title fatal 4-way, because that one. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I like this match. This was a really good match. And it was fun watching everybody turn against Seth at the beginning, even though, I'm Team Seth all the way. And we just knew a fourth member of his group was debuting. Like, that was what everybody was saying. I can't remember what we predicted, but if you're wondering, y'all can check out the blog. It's definitely on our website. You can see our predictions. But I don't remember what they are off the top of hand. So I'm pretty sure both of us picked Seth Rollins. So just like we were right about Roman, because both of us picked Roman. I don't think any of us foresaw him getting his behind handed to him. But, we do what we can. We obviously can't. We don't got the pen. But the most shocking moment in this entire match was clearly when Becky Lynch turned out to be the fourth member of the Vision stable, which is now currently without Paul Heyman due to his injury from Roman Reigns in the first match of the evening. So I feel things have kind of gone off rails.
I don't know why Paul didn't think that was going to happen.
I don't know either. But maybe he was getting a vacation too. Maybe he's going to go and handle Roman in Hollywood. I don't know.
Not how he handed his ass to him and told him to shut the fuck up. I'm just saying.
Business is business, not personal.
That's true.
It's not personal. So it's entirely possible that he was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Come help me out, my guy. I don't know. But it was really good. So what do you think about Becky being the fourth man?
I mean, it was interesting. I'm not going to say... Well, I guess I'm not going to say I was surprised. I watched it. But oh, excuse me. Um, her coming out and I mean, I knew because this is what I did say was I knew he
Mhm.
was gonna screw him over somehow because he was gonna make sure that CM Punk wasn't gonna win.
Well, yeah, we talked about
It
that.
wasn't.
Anything but
Yeah,
that.
right.
Anything.
Like I mean, like he probably could have let LA Knight when he could, but with CM Punk, there was no way. And then technically, rightfully slow, they had the right to
So,
throw Bronson, the Brons out because they did too
absolutely.
much.
They did. They did. They did do a lot. But I
And
was looking forward to Roman walking Jay down, but that clearly didn't happen.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of hurt too because I was like, why tell us that he's gonna walk him down just for you to take his ass out?
I feel
That was
like it was
stupid.
a misdirection because I clearly thought, "Oh, Roman's going to get got in the last match, obviously, right?" But
Uh-huh.
no, I was wrong.
Uh-huh.
I was wrong.
I think they went off script. I don't think he was supposed to get happen at that time, or they didn't tell them that they needed to change or whatever. I don't know.
I think it was a misdirection. I think they intentionally told us they fed us misinformation to trick us because, we're all so internet smart these days.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I feel like they kinda got it. But it was I mean, like, I will tell you, I thought it was the coolest thing that Becky was the 4th person because I feel like a lot of these staples do not get I think I said this before. We needed a woman, at least one.
Did we? You said
I
that
think I said
before?
this before. If I didn't say it, it was definitely in my head. I feel like I did though.
Oh.
Because every stable needs a woman, and I was like this was what my issue was with the bloodline initially, like how you gonna take over when there's nobody to take over the women title? And now there's multiple women titles, so you
Mm,
need more than one. So
mm,
if you wanna be a tag team, like, there's the ability to take over the entire company now,
mhm, mhm,
where
mhm,
before we really didn't have that possibility, right? Like, it was like one women's champion, it wasn't really possible to have all of the gold, right? But now you could, potentially. And
mhm,
so I'm excited to see her in a staple. I'm excited to see her with her husband. I wonder if this could have been an opportunity again for Carrie Ann and Scarlett. So I really feel like that was
mm,
again something that just dropped the ball because that would have been
mhm,
another couple to go against them. But now knowing what we know now with the AJ Lees of it all, I kind of get it. Though I still think they would have been a great addition, but that's just me
mhm,
having thoughts and feelings. But ultimately, I mean, it was cool. It was cool that it was Becky and she's really stepped up her in your faceness. It's a good compliment to Seth.
mm,
I like seeing them on screen being heels together. So I don't hate it. I knew Seth wasn't gonna lose, but it was a fun way to see him win, especially because now Becky got in the way and started with
mhm,
CM Punk, and we
mhm,
saw where that led us, right?
mhm,
So
mhm.
not too bad. So what about John Cena and Logan Paul?
I'm going to say I'm very surprised with that match. I'm
Okay, what
very
were you surprised about?
surprised. Well, Logan Paul. I mean, first off, let me just because I don't like him, he's very athletic. He's
Mhm.
very um entertaining.
Mhm.
He did pull some things out that I never seen him do. And I think excuse me, him and John was actually a good they meshed together.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm so sorry. They meshed together
Stop
and
yawning.
it
I'm gonna be
just
yawning in
they
a minute.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um what was I saying? Oh,
That
that
they mesh well together.
they mesh well together, but also I just saw a lot of like John pulled out a lot for Logan Paul. Like he pulled out the Logan Paul that was
Mhm.
trying to play safe or and stuff like that. So I was really entertained at that match. Actually stood there and watched it. I didn't like walk around.
You didn't? You usually
No.
don't watch,
Logan, I know,
no?
but I did. My granted, I will tell you when my kids came in, it was like Logan Paul, and I was like, ooh, they were not pleased that he was on that screen. He was like, ugh, we don't want him on there.
Ah, that's crazy.
And that's just because they're like, he's a YouTuber, he's not supposed to be wrestling. So, um, Like
It
they
was
said, the
like, "He's
mouth of
not supposed to be
babes.
wrestling." Okay.
Listen, the mouth of babes. Let me tell you, the mouth. That's an old time saying. The mouth of babes comes some smartness and some truth to that statement.
No,
But
she
yeah, but
didn't.
overall, I mean, overall, we definitely knew John was gonna win, and he did. But
He did.
it definitely was good. It was very good. I think it was a really good match for him to have in Paris for sure, as his last one
I
there.
agree. I agree. I will tell you the other thing, as much as I do not like Logan Paul, I was so impressed by this match, and you can't deny that at the end of the day, he is just a phenomenal athlete. Um,
Mhm.
that was not something that you could pretend you didn't see after this. That was
Mhm.
non-negotiable. So I felt like it validated the situation, and it was fun as hell.
Mhm.
So I didn't leave
Mhm.
either. I mean, I don't typically leave anyway, that's not my thing, but, sometimes I fall asleep, but I definitely didn't. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good," and
Mhm.
it made me eat my words a little bit. I know I said I was the least bit
Mm.
excited about this, but it was fantastic, and Logan Paul brings it every time he comes. Now, he ain't gonna never be my favorite wrestler, but
Mhm.
I can admit that he's quite talented, for
Mhm.
sure. Alright, Becky and Nikki Bella. Mm. Uh, yeah, I'll let you go first.
First off, I'm hoping that now, Becky, you are about to fight AJ, that I'm going to see a little bit more. What's the word? There's a lot of words here.
I ain't gonna
Uh,
help.
I know. Becky, I hope you don't let me know where they're supposed to hit you, where when they actually make you go from back to back, that you, you look crazy. You didn't look like the Becky Lynch that wasn't selling. Like you look like you're overselling. Why? I'm not quite sure. I don't know how we can fix that for you because that's crazy. Now, that one kick that we all know that happened, that did not connect, and that Becky still made it seem like it connects. Ma'am, we saw it. It didn't hit you. So I don't know what you were selling, but it didn't even touch you. It wasn't even close. She was far away. She literally kicked the air and fell. You know what that reminded me of?
No.
My kids pretending to be superheroes. And was like, hurry up.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It reminds you of your
hmm
kids being superheroes. Mm.
I'm just saying. That I think that's something that Mateo does with his mama, pretending that she actually hurt. We wrestle. But Becky, stop. Stop overselling shit that we know it ain't. Stop.
I
Please go back.
mean,
No, because this is not even acting. You were real like you know what it is? It seems like now that she's a mom, that this is the things that she do with her kid. Like, yeah, oh my God. Ah, he hurt me. Ma'am, I need the Becky Lynch before she was a mom. That's what I need. Where I can sit here and see that person and they knew how to take a hit and mind their
well,
business.
her interactions with AJ have been solid. She definitely had that black
That's
eye
what
on
I'm
Monday.
saying. Oh, now listen. At first, I definitely wanted to zoom in. I said, I paused it. I said, let me make sure this is not makeup and you actually got jacked up. Because, like I said, when we had this conversation, I know we're gonna get there, but AJ was hitting you for real. AJ had your hand. She was acting like, but it was not connected. She definitely was hitting you full throttle with just the hand to pretend that she was hitting her hand, and that's not what was happening because I saw it straight to the, and
I
you
mean,
couldn't
it
escape
worked
that.
based on the
It did,
energy of the
it
moment.
did, but you couldn't escape that.
No.
I did. So hopefully this is the Becky before she had the baby, before she had Rue.
Well, I don't want to put it all on Becky because I definitely think it's a
Mm.
two-person dance, right? And so
You have marks. You knew she was about to kick you. Why were you far away?
Listen, I think it's a two-person dance, and I'm just thinking I
They
thought
told Tanisha you left
initially
the match.
I know, but I also thought, like, listen, it's a two-person dance is what I'm telling you. So, somebody must not have communicated something, okay? Maybe they didn't have adequate time to prepare. I don't know. I don't know.
They
But I'm
definitely
gonna
needed to
give
practice
them
that match one more time because that definitely was a one through
I'm
and be like,
going
all
to
right, I
give
gotta
them
go.
both the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say, let's not happen again, ladies. Needs improvement. Let's not let that happen again. But I thought Nikki did pretty good up until that moment. You know, mm, low ring rust, but it was okay. I mean, I think she's done better since. I'm eager to see how this plays out with her and the EOs of it all and the Oscars. I don't remember who we picked here. See, the thing is, we both picked John Cena. Nobody picked Logan Paul. For Becky and Nikki, though, I know I picked Becky.
We
I
were,
always did.
and I think I no, and I think I probably picked Becky. I probably said I wanted Nikki to win, but I also knew Becky was gonna do something
Well,
stupid to win.
again, this is our opportunity to plug that blog. We can find out who said what
Not
on our predictions. All right, and let's talk this thing that I'm gonna spend probably the majority of this time on: the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits. Now, I have thoughts about this, and I'm gonna start with these thoughts about what the hell's going on with Montez and Dawkins. The time to break them up was the first time we did this. The first time we went through the "I don't like you, you didn't hold up your deal of the bargain," but y'all got over that and y'all got back together. And now you want to break up? Like, it's been 9 years. So thanks for reminding all of us, WWE. But I don't think I'm ready. I am not ready for them to break up yet. I am actually kind of annoyed at this turn of events because I felt like we were already hot for a Montez run a few years back. And so now I'm like, I mean, I'm worried that he's going to get lost in the sauce, like the Carmelo Hayes of it all. Don't get me started, because man, Carmelo, I love you so much. And I hate that you're in this Miz nonsense. And I wish that they would have you closer to the Intercontinental or the US Championship where you deserve to be. Because this is ridiculous. They started out the year with you all hot, ready for Andre the Giant situation. You know, won the Battle Royal. And now they got you engrazed in this nonsense with the Miz. Now, I like the Miz. But Miz don't miss? Like, what? What? No. No, 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 no. I just think that there is more opportunities to put him with the Jacob Fatus and the Sami Zayns and that of it all. Like, why are we stuck here in this like abyss of confusion? So I just wish Triple H would do better by Carmelo Hayes. I didn't get the opportunity to hang with Humble Roses when we were giving him his flowers. But I want to be clear that I 100% love Carmelo and do not appreciate the situation in which they have him in. Now back to the Street Profit situation. I am concerned that Montez is going to get lost in the SmackDown abyss of the Abyssian, where the Wyatt Six have resided. Because this tag team run is not working. It's not working. And I am seriously considering, I don't know what, but I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not like I'm gonna start watching it. But I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't get it.
She like, I'm seriously considering. And
Yeah, I
I was
don't know
pumped.
what.
I was like, okay, and she like, nah, I don't
Nothing.
know.
I don't got nothing. I'm sorry. Because it's not like, again, it's not like I'm gonna stop watching, but I don't love it. It makes SmackDown less watchable. So I was gonna say I think that contributes to the ratings issues they were having before, of course, AJ Lee came with his superhero cape on. Because that's crazy. Y'all went from the hottest division period to what the? What's happening? I mean, they were hot, white hot. Then we got
Yeah, they
Fraxium
shouldn't.
losing. We got like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? And then I still don't get what the hell's going on with the Wyatt Six anyway. Like, it's a brawl every time you put everybody together. Can we actually have a match with Nikki Cross now? And her fighting
Mm.
either B-Fab or Candice?
Oh.
Can we pull a trigger on something actually happening there? Okay, I'm done because I just didn't like the fact they had this amazing match only for the Wyatt Six to continue to keep the damn belts. I ain't happy about it. I ain't happy.
No. I mean, I feel the same. I feel like, the match was actually, I mean, it was a good match. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a good match. Um,
Of course it
I
is, because
don't
the
like
Street Profits
I
are in it, killing it.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But like you said, I don't really know where they're going for. Like I said earlier, them trying to break them up it just seems really redundant right now. And I get it. All teams sometimes have to break up. Some teams don't get together. But you could also keep them together and give Montez his own run. You could also still keep them together, give and Dawkins give him his own run. Like, you could definitely do those things.
Without it
Like,
turning into the Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty of it all, right?
correct. So hopefully we see better. Hopefully the writing team will get their lives together. But if they don't, then I mean,
Here we
like you
are.
said, it's not like we're gonna start watching.
I
It's
have
just
no recourse to be upset.
like, it's not like this is Naomi. Granted, you know what? Maybe we
Maybe we
should
could
riot.
riot. You
You
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying?
Maybe we should. I mean, because at the end of the day, the Street Profits are not getting their due respectfully, and
No,
they should have never got the titles taken off of them that quickly.
no.
And that's
And
nobody's fault,
Montez's
to be
work,
truthful.
by the way,
Uh-huh.
his
Oh, his promo definitely should have
promos,
been on there.
oh my God. I was like, now, if you're going to tell the story of their breakup, can we bring that energy into the TV time? Because clearly
Yeah.
this is probably something that's happening on his dime and his energy. Because I think it said like directed and written and produced by Montez, right? So,
Uh-huh.
hello. If you're going to tell this story, then you need to tell the story in a better way because it
Mm.
also feels lackluster. It feels like we're headed right towards that Austin Theory Grayson breakup that happened off camera. Like, are we on a soap opera? Is that what we do now,
Mm.
where we just have all these
I
things
mean, well,
happen off
technically,
camera?
yeah.
Yeah, but they are not supposed to happen off camera. This is wrestling. You can't just, how do you do this off camera? You don't break up a team off camera. It's anticlimactic, especially for a team that's been together for 9 years. Like, you need to start planting the seeds
Uh-huh.
of this mental breakdown that Montez is having that is quite similar to Bailey's, now that I think about it. But either way, like,
Uh-huh.
hello here.
Uh-huh.
People, what are you people doing? What are we wasting our energy on? This is why they need another show. That's why. That's why I think they need another show. Wrestling midweek, whatever we want to do, I say we bring that back. Maybe we riot with signs that says wrestling midweek needed. What do you think? Yeah,
What about what? The wrestling? About
midweek.
the promos? The midwit? I mean,
We need more
well, we
TV
talked
time.
about this. I'm saying, but we talked about this. They can definitely put something else in maybe not midweek, because you want to know something. I ain't gonna lie. I also feel like
It needs to be like on a
we're getting
Sunday.
exhausted, but we're also
So-
but I feel like we're also getting too much,
but it's
too
not
much
enough.
wrestling. It's not because they keep taking away the time for the shows that actually had it. So like us sitting here next week, Raw is gonna come an hour earlier.
At 7,
But
yeah.
you took a whole hour away. So me having the hour earlier, am I gonna get an hour later?
No.
Or no. Right. They
That
keep
thing gonna be over by 9 o'clock.
they're shortening the shows for what though? Versus having it 3 hours so you can actually properly storytell.
I don't know.
Something's not adding
Raw
up.
did
Something
used to be
either
3
happened.
hours, right? That
Yes,
was
Raw
like
was
the
over.
thing?
Listen, Raw was over at 11:05.
That's right. I remember that. I just don't feel I feel like I don't know how hard it is to write a 3-hour show versus a 2-hour show, but I definitely think we're missing pieces of the story, and not everybody is social media savvy. And then I feel like
Mhm.
as fans, they talk crap about us because we do spend so much time on social media, but then the only
Mhm.
way to get the full story is on social media. You know what I'm saying? It's, like, ridiculous. It's redundant, it's
Mhm.
a little annoying to me, and like I said, I'm just not happy about especially Montez taking the pin for that match, but anyway, there was another match that we didn't talk about, which was the Rusev and Sheamus match, but Imma tell you
Oh,
why I didn't talk about it.
'cause it's
I'm
not
not
really over
invested
between
in
them.
it.
Mhm.
It's fun to watch, but, like, I don't feel emotionally tied to it. I don't
Mhm.
feel like. I'm like, it was fun to watch it be crazy. I was like, "Ooh, ooh, this is fun. This is fun." But like I told you, it was fun, but it certainly didn't rise to the level of the AEW Forbidden Door stuff that I saw the week before.
Mm.
And I felt like I
Mhm.
had less, like, connection to it, but I enjoyed it a little bit more. Now I'm not sure why right now. I'm still trying to work through the specifications of how that happened and why my feelings are the way they are. But I will tell you, Rusev and Sheamus, I don't know what it is. I usually love Sheamus
Mm.
matches all the time. The Donnybrook match, I never really liked matches like that anyway, that are a little weird. I think you told me once he went through the box, you dipped. Oh
Mhm.
no, like it just
I was
wasn't
done.
it wasn't something. It lacked something. And maybe I think it lacked a real story. Like you just don't like each other. Like, I think we talked about this before. You just don't like each other just because. Cool. That
Mhm.
can be a story point, but there needs to be more to the story than random matches on Raw that I also don't watch. I'm just gonna be honest.
Mm.
I don't know. They need
I
something to
don't know.
spice this up. Maybe they need a Lana. Like I said, they need something to spice up this particular storyline. And funny enough, his character in AEW, Rusev's, the Redeemer, now that was compelling. So I don't know. I
Mm.
don't know what's happening. I don't know. I just think maybe their characters don't match either. It just doesn't tell the story the way it should have.
Do you think
But
that's what it is?
I don't know. I am on the struggle bus with these two. The match was good, but like I said, I wasn't drawn. I didn't want to watch it again. I
Yeah.
was like, whatever. Once he went through the box, I think I looked at my nails. I think I might have been playing The Sims. Like, I think actually during that match, I had press play on playing The Sims because I was like, I mean, cool, cool, but I'm not engaged. But I can say that I watched the entire rest of the PLE though. Like, that was the only match that
Okay.
I was like,
I mean, I did the same thing, I think, too.
but I just don't know why. I don't know if it's just not, there's something that's just not working for me with them. And I think it's because I'm not really emotionally invested in the story. And I think that there needs to be I think you need to dive into the story a little deeper, or maybe the way it was presented is not
Like, you
clicking.
didn't give a real background history for real for why they going at it every 10 seconds.
No, other than Rusev was a bully and Sheamus stepped in. But I
Yeah.
also feel like we've heard the story before with Sheamus. So maybe it just doesn't feel I feel like Sheamus does that a lot. When people bully, he steps in. But remember, Sheamus and Pete Dunne. Now that was a compelling little war. Like I watched that thing. I was like, y'all are fun to watch. But I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe out there y'all could tell me what I might be
Mhm.
missing here because
Mhm.
I just am not as interested in it. But overall, I thought this audience was hot as all get out. They were so
Listen,
excited.
they were singing oh, we didn't talk about AJ.
Styles? Did I
Yeah,
miss
didn't they
another
sing to him?
match?
Wait, no. What? No, didn't they sing to
No.
him? Or was that
This
on
is
SmackDown?
that was on
Oh, Jesus
SmackDown, babe.
Christ. Okay.
I was like, he
No,
was not on
really?
Clash in Paris. No, that was not Clash in Paris, honey.
Because they literally sung to him. Cause oh, that yeah. Because they was like, we came back and yes, they're still singing. And I said, God damn.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so that was raw. My bad.
I was gonna
Damn.
say they were still in I think Paris for the next event, so that would have been Raw. You got me messed up. I'm sitting here like, wait.
But I'm sitting here going, no, because that's the thing that stood in my head because they kept fucking singing to him and I didn't know what the fuck they were singing. I was like, what are y'all singing?
Oh no.
God damn, I don't know what words y'all saying. What are you saying? And I'm not trying to say that they're disrespectful, but it's just like,
It's
what
because we
was that?
couldn't understand it at home. That's the problem. I was like, I had the subtitles on, and they were like French. I was like, seriously? Like, I just wanted to know what they were saying. And I failed. I failed. But I think that crowd was hype from top to bottom, and they were hype on Raw too. So that was cool. Okay. So let's talk SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can't say anything without talking about AJ Lee's return. I mean, like, I know we've been talking about that a lot today. Like I said, you might want to make a drinking game out of this episode, but like everything about her return was just cinema. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you knew it had to happen, but it was just magic. It was incredible just to see her come down to the ring and to see the reactions of Seth and Becky, who are doing the king's work, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
the way that they look like fools was epic. Like, it was so good. And I know we talked a little bit about this earlier, but I loved it. I loved every bit of it. And then that continued on Raw, which we'll talk a little bit more about. And she said nothing. Can you believe that?
Yeah, she didn't say anything. It was just her
It was like,
presence.
right. That was incredible. I just was like, for someone who did not have such a, you know, strong attachment to AJ Lee, like, it definitely was a great way to be introduced and curious about her. So I loved everything about that. But then we're going to talk about something else that I don't know. It has mixed reviews, the Brock
Okay.
Lesnar of it all.
Okay.
But he comes back, he attacks Cena. What'd you think? What'd you think about that?
I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I think from when the last time when they brought Brock back.
Right?
And I'm not sure because is their match supposed to be at WrestlePalooza?
Yes. I believe
So
the match is at WrestlePalooza.
I mean, I expected him to. So I'm not surprised that he came out and he decided to do F5 John Cena,
Night
and
shift
then
again.
also it is a night shift, guys, and it's been a long day, but it's okay. Um, and then I expected him to also attack Sammy. I didn't expect him to let Sammy leave unscathed.
Well, Brock never lets anybody leave unscathed.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
like,
mean?
so I mean, so I don't really feel any type of way about him being back because it just makes sense for the fact that, like I said in our previous episode when he came back, that they're trying to. It seemed like John is trying to find the right people that's going to draw people in to
Mm-hmm.
make his last match, whatever that last match is on that particular day, epic. And I feel like
Right.
he's been keep raising the bar. Each match
Okay.
that he's doing, he's been increasing the bar. It's getting better, especially since he got over the heel stuff. So the heel stuff
That was not working.
that exactly wasn't working. But like I said, it's still his matches have been elevating and keep getting better and better and better. So I can't wait to see what is more in store
With this
and
whole
if Brock is going to
situation.
show up tomorrow or not.
I do have a prediction. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end, but I definitely think he shows up tomorrow. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying this. I don't know. I'm not ambivalent to Brock because every time he comes back, it's a huge big deal. I know with all this controversy, I'm wondering if that takes away from it a little bit or if like this lack of speaking about it makes anything easier or more complicated
Oh, okay,
depending
okay,
on who you
okay.
talk
Mm-hmm.
to. I'm just interested to see how like the internet wrestling community is going to respond to this continued situation because remember he came and then we didn't see him again for a minute. And
Mm-hmm.
so now I'm
Mm-hmm.
wondering, like, is this going to be the same thing? Is he going to be there with some frequency as we lead up to WrestlePalooza, or is this going to just be some drop-in type of thing?
Right.
In which case, I don't think you can build a match like this by dropping it. I just don't think so. Are we going to keep like holding on to the past between Cena and Brock and let that build? Because
Mm.
and then you got to remember, Cena has specific dates too. So I'm like, you need to kind of be there with some frequency until WrestlePalooza. It's only in like 2 weeks anyway. Like he needs to be at every SmackDown till then. Or in this case, they like to switch it up.
Bounce from me.
We have one roster that makes its way to any show they want to, and here we are, which I have a
It would be
complaint about.
funny if he shows up to NXT just to knock somebody.
I
Yo,
mean, I could see that happening,
I
considering,
know. I just said
I mean, everybody
he
else
could do
came to
Trick.
NXT this week.
Yeah, I'm like, he can do Trick. He can sit here and do Ofemi. He can be like,
Opa
so-
Femi? Nah, I don't want him touching Opa Femi.
oh no.
No, not for Opa. I won't have it. I don't think so. I will riot this time. This time I
Not
riot.
the riot. Okay.
Over Opa Femi. I'ma do it. But yeah, I mean, like, he left everybody laid out. It feels like we just laying out people a lot lately. The Codys of it all.
Sometimes people got
the Romans of it all. We just laying people out. Live your life, Come back to work, get your ass beat, Sounds good. Yay. Doesn't that make you want to show up at work? It doesn't make me want to show up at work. Just saying. All right. But then I want to spend a little time on this Giulia and Michin situation. We haven't really spent any time talking about this since the Kiana's return as the mouthpiece. And then we had her little weird interaction with Tiff talking, who we don't see that much, talking about how, you need protection. Because, of course, the champion is a heel / face, depending on what audience he's in front of, and needs protection from Giulia and Kiana. Like, woo! Anyway, but
Not the.
I mean, it's
I'm
a little
shaking in my boots.
I mean, can you blame me? Like, think about it. I'm like, Giulia and Kiana and Tiff. Like, I might give Tiffany the edge. She don't play fair. She probably got some, expensive ass weapon and her boots and her shoe and her purse.
You know what? I'm done.
I'm just saying, we don't know. But anyway, back to this situation. I got me all the way off.
I don't need nothing from y'all. I got it in my boot. There's a snake in my boot. No, he's
My point is, listen, I was a little disappointed. I knew that this was probably not going to happen with Michin and Giulia, but I was really hoping that they would have given her more juice to overtake Giulia, because remember, she had that rivalry back and forth with Chelsea for God knows, like, how long. So I was really hoping, like, this was her moment. But I also don't know how I feel about Giulia being a United States champion when, again, like...
What you about to say? Don't do it. I was like,
no. I wasn't. I don't know what you thought I was gonna say, but what I was gonna say, I don't know how I feel about her being United States champion, because remember I told you her NXT run was pretty short. It's not like a Stephanie situation. I know you was going somewhere else, wasn't you?
I was. That's how I was like, or like,
you tired, and when you tired, it go a little left. So no. We were not talking about nationality or countries. Okay. Yeah, I already knew. Welcome to that twin magic. I already knew. But that's not what I'm talking about. I, Kiara, am talking about the fact that Giulia, has she been built up enough to be anybody's champion? So I think we need to examine this a little bit, because I feel like Michin, we've been hanging with her. We know her story. We've been there with her. They threw her into this B-Fab, in and out of that situation quickly. But I feel like we've been rolling with her for a while. So she has a story. Now, Giulia, why we got Kiana again? When did you two meet? I'm pretty sure Kiana left NXT before Giulia showed up. Did y'all have coffee together? What was the backstory? That Giulia is like, Giulia does not play nice with others, as we saw with Roxanne. So why would magically Kiana descends from the heaven, and now Giulia is like, yes, represent me.
Like,
oh,
yes,
mighty businesswoman.
I need someone here.
This whole thing is confusing and convoluted.
Well, where's Alina?
Fix it.
Where's Alina at?
Excellent question, because that
Like
is
she
her
only went for the
title.
title. She only went for the title once, and that was it. Like, did she ever do her rematch? Yeah, she did, and she lost.
She did, and she lost.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but still, like, she
Did
only
they
gets
did
one
they
shot.
have a promo? I was gonna say, did they have a pro? I need Zelina to go be bad. She don't need to be good. Like, she needs to be a
Listen,
heel, not a babyface. She does her best work when she's tearing somebody up. Can you see her tearing Kiana down on the microphone? Like
listen,
that's gonna make me want to cry.
that's
You know what I'm
that
saying? I
queen.
could
That's
just
that queen. Symbol.
she gonna bring that energy, and I just think, or maybe put her with her husband,
Or
Aleister
put
Black.
BFAB out. Like, I know she's trying to manage Street Profits, but they were
But
like
why? That's the other
mentioned shouldn't
question.
be by herself.
Why is
Ultimately,
she trying to? Okay, if the Street Profits are splitting, where does that leave BFAB?
who has custody of BFAB? Does she go to Montez, or does she
I
go
don't want her
Dawkins?
to. She might as well stay with Dawkins. Bianca's on her way back.
Are we sure?
I'm not gonna pretend I know the
I
answer
guess
to that
since we're going to
question.
have the husband and wives duos, yeah,
You
I
know
can
what
see,
I'm saying? We
Bianca
have husband-wife
and
teams right
Maz,
now.
and they will destroy things. I'm
Well,
not
if we,
even.
I mean, but think about it. We got
Yeah.
Aleister is a leader. We could put y'all together.
Ooh.
They would be an awesome duo.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I could see this. I could see some of that energy. Also, since they have this tradition of taking Spanish speakers down to AAA, why we ain't seen Zelina down there?
You know what?
Why
Yeah,
not?
that's a good question.
So I think listen, since we're not getting more TV time, there's opportunities for people to go across brands. So I would like to see a Zelina in one of the AAA opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Lola there, and she's newish.
Mm.
Which reminds me
Uh-oh.
to come back to her when I'm in NXT.
Well, yes, I
section.
mean, I did see something about her, Mr. Iguana, and Miss Ivy.
Yes.
At least I got that. I was like, ooh.
Look
And
at
Miss Ivy was
you.
giving Mr. Iguana the business. And he was like, and I was like, you know what? I ain't even mad because Lola, she was like, technically, you weren't there when I was in the match with him. Where were you? And Miss I, you listen, I don't know. That is drama brewing.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to Raw because I
think we
that was
covered.
another novella.
When is
Bloodline 45.
When is Raw not a novella?
That's true. Like we on Bloodline. What is it? Episode 265. Like we have moved on because now we're back to the Usos, which I am going to say I am very excited about. However, I do feel like they might be at odds at some point, and I don't want that to happen. I'm like, don't put them in the same vicinity to break them up. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I have some gripes here about this. Now, you already know I love the Usos. But do I think that they gave Jimmy his fair chance to like secure some gold? No.
No, they didn't. They definitely didn't do that with Jay. With Jimmy. And I'm not quite sure why, or was it the point that he was supposed to seem like he was lost, and now he is found with his brother? I don't know. Because I definitely felt like he had something with Jacob. That definitely could have been something.
And then they took the belt off Jacob.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They took it off Jacob, and then they took it off Solo, so all of that was like negated. Because now it's with Sammy.
But technically, Sammy is the honorary use. They could. I was watching.
Yes,
like
he is.
Sammy and Jacob and Jimmy. That could have been a little. They didn't have to be called Bloodline, but it could have been something. That could have been a cute little faction going on there. You got the wild card who's trying to be the peacemaker, Mr. Sami Zayn. Then you got the werewolf, just being the werewolf.
That would be crazy.
And then you got Big Jim,
crazy,
in between Comic Zone and Whip and Smash.
Oh, okay. Comedy and ass whooping. All right, nice combination. I ain't hating it.
I mean,
I love them together. I'm happy that I think that they're back together. I'm like tentatively not sure if I
to
should
be
lean
honest,
into
I
that
don't know.
yet.
After that last thing, what happened with I don't know either. Are they just trying to break up everybody? Like, we bring you
You
back
can't
together
be
just to break you
happy
up? Like, we just can't
in
be
the
happy.
WWE. You can't be happy. You can't be with family. Like, you just can't win.
You can't help people, because if you help people, then it'd be
No.
like, man, you betraying me? How?
All right, let's take a moment to pour one out for LA Knight because the way that I was
I had no
hollering,
idea what you were about to say. I was like, wait, take a moment for what? Wait.
the way that I was hollering at this, I was like, I don't know what's happening here, but Jay don't F with LA Knight. We've already discussed this in detail. So why are we living on the edge? Like, we've already been here. This is not an Sammy Uso situation. You know what I'm saying? This is not that. This is LA Knight talking about it's all about me. So why is Jay gonna be like, yeah, I get it? No, it's not. Like, so that nice super kick he fronted him with, I was hee ha ha.
But the thing about it came out from left field too, because I didn't know where Jay was. I thought I forgot
When they
Jay
moved the
was.
camera, I knew where he was.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, I completely forgot that he was even in the ring, because it was like, oh, okay, I'm like, I did expect, like, at the end, like, okay, Jay's just gonna be like, I only came out here for my brother. I ain't come out here for you. Like, it wasn't personal. I didn't come here for you. I came for my brother. That was about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But to watch, like, LA and Jimmy, like, yeah, you know, he's like, yo, thank you. I appreciate you. Like, you know, he's like, yeah, blah. And then to see him get super, he was like, and then Jimmy looked at him like, yo, what? Why did you just do that? Like, we just,
I don't know
like,
what was confusing.
we were.
No, it was extra funny if you heard the audio. We good now, right? Oos, we good?
I didn't hear that. What?
You gotta really listen to that audio. I was in stitches. I
Wait,
said, I guess
Jay
you
said
are.
that?
That was Jay. I said, Jay is morphing into the new Roman. Okay?
Now,
This is Roman's
listen,
fault. He done infected him
when
with
Jimmy
that
said
venom.
that to him,
He
I
done did
went,
it.
ooh, not you said,
Well, Roman did sit. Remember, Roman, before he went away to,
he did.
you know, before his injury and he went away to shoot Street Fighter.
His
He
injury.
had pulled because he's still in a hospital in France, right? But
I'm like, can
even
y'all,
though
like,
he's tweeting.
this is the other thing. We're gonna get to that point. This is the one thing I have to just get this off my chest, and I meant to do that yesterday.
Okay.
Can we stop when we know that when you guys already announced that they're going to be at Street Fighter? Can we stop acting like they're actually still injured? Yeah, so, you know, he's in the hospital. When? Where? Did Street Fighters put him in a hospital? Like, I'm not understanding what. Like, he's sitting here posting him being whoever he's supposed to be on Street Fighter, and then him and Cody are posting each other. Who?
Don't hate me if I said that wrong, internet, because y'all know I don't know. Okay,
but I'm just saying. Then on top of that, I looked at the thing. I'm like, is that supposed to be you? Because at least Cody's more look like him. I don't know what is happening. I just went on a tangent, but I just wanted to say, can we stop doing that? Can we just properly just say, okay, they went to Hollywood, and just keep it moving? Like, why do we have to write them off and then continue to pretend that they're injured somewhere when they're not?
I don't know. Look at me.
Whose idea was this?
I think it's old school. Because remember, like...
Was it old school? Because I feel like
remember, whenever somebody needed time... No, but think about this. When people needed time off back in the day, I'm talking like the 90s. Remember Shawn Michaels' smile situation? Like, remember, there was like a whole... Remember when he lost his smile? And he was really in rehab or something? No? You don't remember this?
No, you would know because
we didn't know that at the time. Of course I would have known.
Right. But
you know.
I didn't know. That was
I didn't know at that time. To be fair, I did not know at that time because they really did keep his drug situation under wrap, which is good because, I mean, had a parent found out, that would have been a moment.
Actually, probably not. Back in the day, I don't think parents really cared.
You're right. I keep forgetting this is not today's time.
Yeah, this is
where
not
we would
today's
be like,
time.
you don't like him. No, but I
No,
don't know
we're
if
not
my aunt
listening
would
to
have
him.
been
He's
so.
crazy. Yeah, no.
Listen, I don't know if my aunt would have been so gung ho with my Shawn Michaels. I got to go see him and get the autograph situation. I don't think she would have been.
Do you think he was high then?
No, no, because at that time I had a lot of experience at spotting high people. So no, we're not gonna get into
Nope.
growing up in the
Okay,
hood.
okay.
We're not gonna
I
do it.
digress. We
But
digress. Back to Jimmy
yes,
and Jey and
yes,
Roman
and the
spending time
Bron
with
situation.
Jey
Yes.
before he left.
He infected him with whatever that venomous, like, me against the world situation. Except that unlike Roman, Jey is like, Jimmy is my twin, so not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, F everybody, but not you. Right? So at least there's that. Whereas Roman was like, I don't need nobody after a while. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he did. He do.
That was a
Or
good
he
man's
wouldn't be
voice.
in. He wouldn't
That
have
was good.
he wouldn't have got essentially. He wouldn't have got his shoes got. He wouldn't have been in this situation if he had just treated his people better. You can tell we are very tired. We are on one tangent after another. Anyway,
I'm happy to know that it's not just me, it's you too.
that's right. And I still can't go to sleep after this. Anyway, so the point is,
Our live stream
at
next
the
week
end
is
of the
going to be
day,
crushing.
that live stream gonna be it's gonna be something. It is. Especially if we tired. Oh God. Anyway, the point is,
Yes.
I think they're missing Paul Heyman, like legitimately. I definitely think having Paul Heyman out, it's a little strange what's going on. Like, I think I heard somebody mention it feels like they're starting to move them away from each other a bit. So, like, the Brons are over here, and then Seth and Becky are kind of separated over here in the corner. And I'm like, but they're still
Not
a
in the
faction.
corner.
Yes. But not really, you know what I'm saying. But they're like separated from being all
Right.
together like they were
The
previously.
vision. Like we are part
So
of the
I'm
vision.
like, was Paul Heyman the only thing keeping everybody in line or what?
Yeah.
Because now what is the dynamic? I really want to know what that dynamic of Becky does. Does she like influence Seth to be like, I don't need nobody but you? I feel like there's something brewing here. However,
So you
I
think
think it's
so
too
do you
soon
think
for
she's
that to
going
happen.
to sit here and get him to drop Paul Heyman?
Yes.
Now
Why does he need him now?
that he's champion. And then watch how quickly he lose that champion. Oh, they're gonna start mess. Oh, messy. Just messy.
That's right.
Oh, just
Good
messy.
times to be had. Good times to be had. All right, now I want to move on to AJ Styles and El Grande Americano and the craziest match ever.
Because this
How
is another
many-
American Grande. Another.
How many Grande Americanos are there?
You know
I'd like
what?
to know.
I feel like that means Chad is trying to come back because there's no way.
Listen, Chad can cash out to
random-
the game. He is not welcome back in that role.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
sorry.
But I feel like that's what it was like. Seeing him come out to say, I was like, hold on. Are y'all telling me Chad's coming back? Because now y'all gotta sit here and try to figure out how y'all can give it back to him. Because please don't give it back to him.
Oh no, he's not welcome.
Luke is doing he's doing such a great job.
Listen, Chad, you are welcome to return. You're just not welcome to return as El Grande Americano. Because whatever Ludwig is doing is working. He speaks all these languages, or at least he appears to. Did you see him singing in the Mexican restaurants?
No.
Ugh. Chef's kiss. Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
I was like, listen, okay, he owns it. It is his. It belongs with him. And that's that. Like, thank you for starting something and it getting better once you're out. That's unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. But I do wonder, because we haven't seen really that's the other thing. We haven't really seen the creeds like that. We've seen them in the back, but we haven't seen them in any matches.
Well,
like
clearly
that.
one of them was American.
Yes.
The second.
Or both, because there was definitely 2 American Grandes that showed up, wasn't it? Like 3? Anyway.
But this is the one time I think he lost because AJ Styles beat him still. I was like, aha, Yeah, headbutt nobody. You know, I really was hoping that one day, just one day.
It's because of Dragon Lee, but
I
yes.
know it is because of Dragon Lee, but I'm just hoping one day that he knocks himself out with the thing.
I know! That
I
would
just
have been
want
a
you to, like, to see him sticking and
amazing.
trying to, like, knock you out, but then you got the crusher. Man, come on. Come on. You.
Facts. Facts. That would be the best way, and then they can unmask him. You know what I'm saying?
There
But
you
I
go.
know they don't want to do that because technically, you know, in the luchador world, we don't do these things.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate Dragon Lee has really like stepped up his game. I think ever since we got to see him do the AAA stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it really helped elevate his work and seeing what he could do. I always thought he was really good, but now like I think it's taken him up a notch in a way that I really appreciate.
I mean, probably he just needed that little niche because you did tell me that him and, wait, no. Is it him? Who are the brothers? No, I'm talking about, Penta.
Oh, Penta and Phoenix.
Ah,
Ray
okay.
Phoenix.
Not Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee is a whole different entity. Okay, got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But
Completely
sometimes you
different
just need
entity.
something, but sometimes you just need something to realize you can elevate yourself. And with AAA, you know, that was a good match. So he probably just needed that to remind him that, oh, I can do this. I got the oomph. Yeah. I don't know where else. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry.
Yes. Speaking of Penta,
Okay.
if I have something nice to say, so I'm trying to rephrase it in a way that is nice.
I know, but your face went like.
Yes, because I
Just
gotta talk
say
about
it.
Rusev. I gotta talk about Rusev.
Ugh.
I don't know. I told you it's not working. I already said this previously.
Mhm.
So I don't even know if I blame Sheamus now. After like watching Raw, I'm like, is it really Sheamus's fault? Or is it Rusev just not working?
Mm.
Like, I think that's something to consider is Rusev the reason why that feud didn't really feel as impressive as it should have? Because I think his character falls flat. And I don't know, and I keep saying I don't know, but now I think I do know. I think we need a Lana. We need a something. We need some spice. We need something to help his character be elevated other than I'm a monster. Cause so is Brock and he on the other. He do that a little better where he at. You know what I'm saying? So does it work? Doesn't feel like it.
Mm.
And if he was a monster, shouldn't he be going after the smaller guys?
Well, he was, and that's when Sheamus came
Right.
and tried to beat
But
him
that
up.
was only a brief, that was a very small moment in time. That was not it wasn't like a streak of like doom. It was like a match or two.
Mm.
So I'm like, I feel like Raw is not the darling that I thought it should be. Because like I said, we were just talking about the tag team matches. I forgot the New Day even. I was like, oh yeah, they were out there.
Yeah.
They was out there. I always wanted them to have 2 sets of tag team titles, but now I'm like, do you need them? We need tag teams to go back and forth. So it might have to be the way they do the women's tag teams championships, where we have one set and they just travel around fighting people. Because I think that, first of all, the SmackDown division, as we talked about yesterday, has kind of fallen to the wayside a bit because the belts are held by the Wyatt Six. And then you have on this other side this kind of like diminishing tag team division. Now we do have like the Judgment Day, they always do great. That's not no different. But the New Day seem to have lost their steam multiple times. And then like when you think about, like I said, we had the Creeds and they're just chilling. They broke up Grayson and Theory, but now you put the Usos back together again. But now I'm like, do we want the Usos back together again? And in this case, so Seth has the title. So is the Vision going to also be going after tag team titles so they can be the eminent faction? You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a bit of a mess right now instead of what feels like a carefully laid out story, which is a little disappointing. So I'm like, I really think they need to go ahead and lean into this draft because it needs to shake things up. Things need to be shaken like popcorn with some salt and some butter. Like you need to just like some shake and bake. You need to go ahead and just lean into it because it's turning these stories into stale things and it's not as entertaining as it should be. However, you know who is entertaining? This whole Asuka, Kari, Io, twin, Rhea situation.
I don't know if it's really interesting. I think
Really? It's fun
no.
watching Asuka bully Kari in Japanese. Yes, Japanese.
Get it, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't like it. I guess the build up to know that she's going to end up going after
Yeah.
Io. I don't know. I'd rather her attack Io out of left field versus building it up like this. Because it's also like it's giving that I'm that crazy, jealous, fatal attraction friend that if I can't get her, no one else can get her.
No, it's not. They leaned in the story of the like juniors and the seniors and Japan and the Japanese kind of like wrestling
Well, see, I never really
lore
watched
of it all.
Japanese wrestling, so
I didn't either, but they explained it that way, right? So they were like, remember how I told you all the best promos are not happening on TV? Asuka's promo, which was excellent, did not happen on TV. And she clearly pointed out why she has an issue with Io and the disrespect she felt like she was getting by Io not following her because she's been in the business and she's been in the company longer, right? Got that story quickly from the promo. Like the way it's unfolding. I mean, I like it. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna hold you. I like it.
yeah. Yeah. To each
So
their
we can
own.
disagree. Yeah, we can disagree. All right, let's talk a little time to talk about NXT because everybody and their mama showed up this week, girl. Everybody.
They did. And I was sitting here going, oh, this is like homecoming. And then, later I was like,
That's next
oh,
week.
it's next week. That's
Yep,
actually what it is. This is not a.
it's next week.
You didn't come up with this idea yourself. And I was like, dang. Well, it makes sense.
I mean,
It makes sense. I mean,
it's
definitely.
nice.
It's
I
definitely
like it.
nice. It's definitely nice. I mean, does even see Carmelo come and start
I
talking to
love me some
Trick?
Carmelo.
It was
Yeah.
like, and Trick was just looking at him like, you don't go here no more.
No, but see, but Trick brought him out though to help him.
Oh, he did?
Yes. So
I
you
missed
gotta
that
remember.
part. Jesus.
Yeah, I said you gotta remember how this all unfolded. Like DIY was in the ring talking junk, and Trick was like, "Oh, my NXT is better than your NXT," because they was part of the 2.0 situation, and Johnny and them was like, was it Black and Gold? So
Oh, really?
he was
Oh,
like,
wow.
"Mine is better," and then he came out with Carmelo, and Carmelo came out like a star that he is, and he comes out, and then he looking at Trick like, "Are we cool?" Because
Okay, so that's what I remember getting on that. I did not
right.
see when he called him
It was
out.
because remember, the last interaction with them, they weren't cool.
Wait, didn't someone turn on one of them? Didn't Trick turn on Carmelo? Or Carmelo turn on Trick?
I'm pretty sure
I feel like it was
it
Carmelo
was
turning on Trick.
Carmelo turning on Trick. Yeah. And then Trick ended up winning, right? And he didn't become champion until later, but Carmelo, that's how he ended up on the Raw
Main
brand.
roster.
Number 1 draft pick last time. Not that they've done much to honor that. But yeah. I got beef. I got all the beef with Carmelo and the way that he's being treated on the main roster. And again, the same reason, like I said, I don't want Montez going solo right now with this craziness that they got going on.
Yeah, they really need to lock in what they really are trying to do in their vision and not have it so all over the place. Because it shows that your guys are just grasping for straws to try to make something stick and see which one's going to stick. So it's like every week you go out here and go try to do this. Oh, okay, that didn't work. We're gonna stretch to the they need to really go back to doing the great storytelling that I know that they all are capable of doing to build up each one of these matches or each one of these feuds or each one of these like to build it up, because
Yeah.
if not, we're going to keep having this chaos and having this confusion of, well, we're going, because you can still have a great storyline and still not know where they're going without all the confusion.
I agree with you. I also think it seems to be very limited. Like, I can only tell 1 or 2 stories that are really working per show, which is weird. Because I'm like, you have this whole cast of characters. Like I said, you really got to be able to put in the energy and the time for an umbrella story that brings people together, especially as we're heading into like the fall, right? So we all know Survivor Series and War Games
Mm-hmm.
is coming, right? And WrestlePalooza, we don't even know what the hell that's going to be yet. We just know it's come together pretty quickly. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm only slightly excited because of the situation with AJ Lee. Like, I'm gonna
Right.
be real with you.
I mean,
Like,
there's nothing else really truly to be excited about other than watching Becky get her ass beat by AJ
yes.
and
Yes,
watching
indeed.
Seth can't run from CM Punk and get his ass handed to him.
Listen,
But
I'm
you
a
know what I'm
support
saying? Like,
Seth.
you.
Listen, I'm a
But I'm
support
just
Seth all
saying.
day.
I know you're gonna
So-
stick with Seth all day, but what I'm saying is, it's still like their match is the star of the show. Like, no one else.
Yes.
Like, no one. Like, do I really want to see the Usos going against the Brons? Not really. You know why? Because every time someone goes against the Brons, someone ends up in the hospital. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we need both of them written off right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I was more concerned about Jay's ribs because it wasn't his ribs messed up for like the last 2 weeks, and then like he wasn't wrapped up this time, so I was like, your ribs healed magically last week. It's a little inconsistent with the storytelling, but it's
yeah,
cool.
it's
It's
very
cool. I get it, and
inconsistent.
no, I get why you're not excited because I am not. I'm excited
No.
from
Not
the
you sitting here not
perspective
trying to say
of
you're
seeing.
excited when you was like, nah, I'm not.
I'm excited from the perspective
Okay.
of seeing the Usos together,
Okay.
not the actual match
Okay.
itself.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, that
Like,
makes
I'm
sense.
like,
Because I'm excited
not
too. When they came
the
out,
Brons.
when they came out on Raw and Jade came out first, I was like, oh, where's Jimmy? You guys are gonna do separate entrances, and then I was like, okay, you pretty much let him do his thing first, and then when he came down, he came and y'all all started to do it together. Cool, but I don't know. I feel conflicted.
Okay. Not conflicted. Okay. But again, more beef to be had about this because I feel like, again, maybe we should switch writers. Maybe we should have the NXT
Ooh,
writers
have like drafts
do
of
a
the
stint.
writers.
Right. Have them do a stint on one of the big shows because NXT was to watch. Okay. Except maybe one match. Well, no, even that one was to watch. Okay.
No,
I say
you
this
talking about the
because
flag match? I don't know. That was not. I don't.
no,
I'm not at this point. I'm going. What are y'all doing? What are we doing? What are we? Is it
I
supposed to be
just
something
felt bad
political?
for
Is it
Ethan
supposed to be like?
Page.
What are we doing?
I know. What are we doing? I don't know.
Like, how all of a sudden this became Canada versus US? I need to understand.
That's because you haven't been watching. Because if you've been watching, you understand. They not told that story, girl. Remember the Chelsea and the Ethan?
Yeah, but that was how many
of it
weeks ago?
all?
You think I'm supposed to remember that many weeks ago why it happened?
It wasn't that many. Anyway, the point is.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It was that many weeks ago because they sat here and it had a peace treaty, and then that went to shits, and that's when they went to freaking have their freaking match at fucking NXT, whatever that one was. Okay, I can't remember right now.
Yeah, I don't know either. Sorry. I don't know either. But I know No Mercy is next. But the point is, I was like, I don't remember which NXT that was. I'm sorry.
It literally just happened. So
I know, but there's so much. Listen. I'm watching even more wrestling.
I'm getting
than you,
wrestling
okay?
burnout. Okay, this is this.
I'm watching even more wrestling than you, and I'm not
you are
complaining.
burning us out and then burning through our pockets like we just have it like that. Do you not understand we are struggling out here in these streets? No, you don't care. You just want us to take everything for what we got and not care.
I think we need to sit and talk about this for a minute because hold that thought. We're coming back to that. I will say Josh Briggs and Javon Evans had a good match.
Mm.
That was good. I'm pretty sure I skipped. Did I skip? No, I didn't. I watched the Cullings match, but what I enjoyed almost, well, the Dark State, that too. But what I enjoyed more than that was this whole Blake Monroe glamour demon situation. You have got to watch this promo package they have for her. I was like, is she preparing for Halloween? Because, I mean, kudos for it. Because the way she came out and attacked Jordan, like she wasn't scared. She came through and came at Jordan. I was like, ooh, well now. Miss Barbie wasn't as nice to play with. She seemed a little dark and interesting, and I like it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Now, listen, the Culling are apparently the new number one contenders for the tag team championship. So we all know that Alexa and Charlotte are coming next week to face them, and that's Ivy Dane and Paxton. So I'm not exactly excited about that. Soul looked great.
Oh, okay. Yes. I was like, I said, what?
I know you don't know who that. Yeah,
and then I went, oh, that's right. They did have a number one contendership for the women's tag team match. But you know what? That's fine. I like that they're now trying to do something. I do like the fact that they are cross branding everybody. The ones that they're not really using. I definitely liked how when Rhea came, or Tiffany came, I was like, oh, look at you. You're not up dressed in pink and looking crazy like with your lingerie and stuff on. Good, look at that. You got clothes. You wear clothes. And then, Stephanie, I love you, Stephanie, but girl, what were you talking about? Because you was like, I think, never mind. That's mean. I ain't gonna say that out loud. So,
you know what my problem with the Stephanie thing is? Why is she not on the main roster? Like, y'all just, y'all told her, I'm sorry, we don't got nothing for you at Clash of Paris. We got a plan for you. We're not gonna see you? Like, what?
Why they not building? But I guess maybe they're not trying to build it up because technically Io and Stephanie don't have beef. They just have the match because, unfortunately, our Naomi is baking a baby. So,
More fortunately.
Yeah. I mean, it's fortunately. I'm saying as in like,
I know what you mean in terms of storyline.
They can't build up Stephanie and Io because it was never a storyline. So to make them have imaginary beef all of a sudden just so they can go. I mean, I get it.
Could there not have been a storyline? So just because there wasn't a storyline initially, could there not have been one? Because right now they have Io in this mix with Asuka,
I guess Kari, I could see
Rhea, and Nikki in this situation right here. So are you telling me that y'all couldn't have found nothing to build up this match? You might as well put them in a tag team match and have them not work it out. Like right now, we still talking about Bayley and
Lyra.
Yes. Shout out to Bayley's split personality situation. I hope the heel wins. I do hope the heel wins. And that she slices and dices that little birdie. That's what I hope.
Okay. So what I was going to say was to go back to watching JC get nervous. Not so much about Tiffany being out there, but the moment and Stephanie, but the moment Rhea came out there, you could see in her face, she's like, oh no. Damn.
Well,
and I'm going, you know what? I would not be sad to watch Rhea take that NXT championship off her hands.
They're not, well, Rhea, remember, they were kind of trying to figure out what to do, but then she lost the title opportunity and she's not really in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I thought initially was going to happen, is that we were going to do Rhea and Stephanie or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Or we could have done a triple threat. I keep forgetting who has the title.
Not even that. We should not do a triple threat. I'm tired of triple threats. They could have did it again. Hey, Io, Rhea, do it one more time, and whoever is going to be number one contender to go against Stephanie.
Oh, right, because they never finished that match.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
That match never got finished. It got interrupted by Naomi.
So why did we pick Io versus Stephanie?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I have no clue.
Do you see how we logically can't make this leap? That tells me that I'm concerned about the storytelling. It's like, Rhea No offense to Io. But Rhea feels like a champion no matter where she goes. So even seeing her at NXT, you're like, oh, let's correlate. Let's have her going against JC Jane. You see how easy that leap was for you? Like, oh, that will work. But why are Io and Stephanie about to go toe-to-toe? Why can't we build a story with them? Like, you just announced it. You couldn't put them face-to-face this week? Y'all couldn't even have
face-off.
Y'all couldn't even have
Well,
the
didn't they say something
signing,
about,
remember?
yeah.
So
what
she
was that
couldn't
about?
make it to... She
Why
couldn't
didn't we
make
have a
it to
signing?
Raw, but she could show up in NXT? What's happening here? Adam is not doing his job. Okay? That is not working either.
Oh my.
You know what we need? We need a good Sonya Deville type character to be like the assistant general manager because something's not working, Adam Pearce.
Oh my God.
And his blood pressure like is 900 degrees. It's like up to 900 and then some. When he was arguing with the people around, I was like, oh my God, poor man. Poor man. He looks so stressed out. I hope y'all paying him well.
He needs a vacation because these people.
They need to sit.
I feel like he's gotten more gray hairs being there than he
That man
had
ain't got
when
no
he
hair,
started.
baby. He ain't got no hair.
Not on his face? He has hair on his face.
Yes, he does. I thought you meant his head.
No,
Anyway,
I'm
cool,
saying here. And it's
sorry.
getting more gray here.
Of course it is. The stress
That's
of it
what I'm
all.
saying.
The stress of it all. Nobody listens to him. Nobody does. They do what they want to do. The Brons were like, we don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do. I was like, nobody's scared about their jobs here? Like, that is not an effective general manager.
Well, clearly they were because they did not show up that night.
Maybe Seth told them not to.
No, I think them getting told that they weren't going to get paid either. It was like,
yeah, that's a real situation here.
All
right, now that takes us to this next part.
Okay.
WWE, we are not made of money. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
Y'all have officially lost y'all damn mind with this new announcement today for WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, every year, there's the opportunity to travel around to go to WrestleMania. But not the hell this year. This year, it's like y'all trying to rake our pocketbooks over the coals. Which is crazy to me. It's crazy. Not only do, some people, not me, have to pay a $29.99 additionally for ESPN.
Hence why I won't.
And I couldn't even cancel Peacock because I'm going to need it for NXT. I had to downgrade, girl. I was like, listen, I had no commercials, but I'm going to have to go from Premium Plus to just Premium because a budget is a budget. But y'all outrageous. Even if you want to buy their gear right now, which is your opportunity, down below, you're going to find our affiliate code. So if you want to pop up and get that new AJ Lee shirt, go ahead and hit that link.
Love bites.
It's gorgeous. I want one too. You can also send us a gift. There's going to be a donation button on our site. You can also donate money for us to buy merch because as we've just stated here, we are not made out of money. And this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, I feel like the greed of it all is taking over, and it's very frustrating from a fan perspective because I'd love for my kids to be able to go to these events and have a good time. But the more that I think about it, I'm like, listen, you know what I'm taking my kids to do instead of going to WWE?
Going to TNA.
No, we're going to go an independent show here in the area.
The next thing
that's going to be our new
apple
thing.
Picking, but
what?
It's fall. It's getting cold.
It's not getting cold in the Carolinas, my love. Okay. Anyway, my point is WWE has unleashed a whole new level of greed, and it is a problem by far. And I was reading this article where Mark Shapiro, who is like the CCO for TKO, basically was talking about their intention to continue raising the prices of the tickets because they want the same clientele who pay for the UFC to be the same target audience for
Which
WWE.
is crazy.
That's not a family thing. I would not be taking my kids to Vegas to see no damn UFC. Who has the funds for that? That's
Well, I
like
mean, I ain't
that's
gonna
tapping
lie.
into college
I ain't gonna
funds.
lie.
Okay.
Once we are billionaires, my ass is going to a UFC fight. I ain't gonna lie. And a boxing
Do you
match.
see how you had to say not millionaires? You had to wait till you were a billionaire to even think about spending that kind of money? That's what I'm talking about. That there is what I'm talking about.
I wanted to
That
feel like it's
level
a
of
drop it
greed.
in the bucket that I don't even need to miss it or think about it.
Because the pricing is like, it prices families out. Like, I was like, I can't take them to go do, no, sorry. We could watch it on Peacock. Or apparently, the way some people are doing, let's pool our money together so we can afford ESPN. Or we might have to take it to a
Whoever
bar.
the people
I don't
are,
know.
share that login. Thanks.
Anyhow, I don't like it. I don't like what's happened here. I don't like that it feels like we are being priced out of something that has been in our lives our whole lives. You know what I mean? Like an opportunity to engage, to see the superstars, to all it seems more and more out of reach. And at the end of the day, the people who are going to suffer from that is the WWE, because what you're going to make people start doing is look for options that are more available to them, which means the AEWs, the TNAs, the local wrestling promotions. So I'm sure they're liking this because I can afford that ticket. That's not going to break every bank there ever could be, plus the rent, the credit cards, and card notes. Just saying. All right. What, is there anything else? Oh,
Speed
I
round.
do. Yes. It is time for the speed round
Ding,
because
ding, 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 ding.
tomorrow, or in 36 minutes, it will be Friday, and the AAA's Worlds Collide event will be happening right after SmackDown.
Oh, not
So-
a sales.
Yep. I'm so psyched. I'm so excited. But anyway, speed round it up. Let's get it. Ding ding. In
Ding,
case y'all
ding.
don't know, that's when y'all hear that noise. Okay. So, yes. There are 6 matches. So we're going to start with the Lucha Showcase, which I love because anytime we could see more people. It's La Parca, Mascarita, Sagrada, Nino Hamburguesa. Interesting.
Wait,
Octagon
hamburger?
Jr. Yes, see. And the Latino World Order with Cruz de Toro and Joaquin Wilde and Lince Dorado and Mini Abismo Negro.
LFO.
Same. Nope, not same. You know who I'm going to pick? The other team that does not have a big name because Octagon Jr.'s in it, and I can say that. Also, because I loved watching Octagon Jr.'s work.
But
last
see, isn't
time.
the hamburger the hamburguesa?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, don't
What
get
about
mad
it?
at me.
Hamburguesa?
Isn't it the one who didn't he in the last one stop to eat a burger?
That makes it even better.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited. I'll pick the other ones. All right. We got the mixed tag team match with Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez and Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice.
Oh.
Didn't know about that one, did you?
Well, I'm gonna go with Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana, but something's going to happen because Miss Ivy's gonna come out. I just feel it. I just feel it in my spirit that Miss Ivy's gonna come out and make Roxanne and Finn Balor win because she's gonna be angry and jealous.
So who you picking again?
Oh.
Are you picking Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice?
Even though I just said what I said. Yeah.
Well, I'm picking the Judgment Day. That's who I'm picking. All right, the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship #1 contenders match with Natalia and Fabi Apache, which
I'm going for Natalia.
that was amazing. Yep, Natty all the way because I hope she brings straight up Natty.
That's right. I need
hope she
that.
brings
She's
straight
a
up
legend.
Natty
That
and
legend. She's a legend. Yes.
Low key legend. I love it. Can I get some gear that says that? Because again, this is your moment to check out that link below. All right. So now we have the AAA Latin American Championship, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., who's currently the champion, versus Dragon Lee, versus JD McDonough, versus Ethan Page.
What?
They are just tossing people into this. This is delicious. Who are you picking? You don't even know where I'm going next, so don't even try to guess. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm going with since I'm waiting for you? El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. and Dragon
I was gonna say who? I was going to say whoever the champion is.
Yeah, that's them. Well, I'm sorry, it's a
Actually,
four-way.
no, I'm going to go with Ethan Page because I
I'm
feel like
tripping.
Ethan's going to cheat.
It's a four-way.
And Chelsea's going to somehow pop out.
You know what? I think Dragon Lee's gonna take it. I'm gonna pick Dragon Lee. All right, the AAA World Tag Team Championships: Psycho Clown and Pagano versus the New Day. Because, yeah.
All right, I'll go with New Day. New Day sucks. New Day sucks.
How are you going to pick the people and say New Day sucks? Anyway,
Because that's what.
All right,
whatever.
I'm going. You know what?
Olay.
You know what? Same. The New Day, because it amuses the hell out of me that they could become AAA World Tag Team Champs. Yep. And okay, last one for all the coins. The AAA Mega Championship.
Is it with Dominic?
It says AA, but I don't know if it's AA or AAA. It should be AAA. I don't know why it was like this. Anyway, El Hijo del Vikingo versus Dominic Mysterio.
I'm gonna say Dominic.
Me too, because this is his moment. You hear me? This is his moment. So I say we might get a Liv sighting too. Because last time he had the shirt with the Liv on it. So
or he's probably
maybe
trying
she
to
helps
show her
him.
that, he still loves her. Even though Roxanne wants to go, I'm going to go check on him.
Well, if you have gotten this far, then you've been riding with us, because this is a day, nighttime, 2-day enterprise. And we thank you. So we thank you for riding with the mamas. And we want to remind you that this is your moment to hit that subscribe button. So you're always with us. You know when we're going to go live. You're going to know when we are posting new content, because this content is dropping. And then also you want to catch our shorts, because the craziness of the shorts that I'm going to get from this episode, y'all are not ready for it. Not at all. Y'all not ready for it. And you, of course, you want to be able to get the first to do it, to see it. And then all of that, we also want to tell you about where you can follow our show on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and Threads. And then tell me, Tanesha, where can they listen to our podcast?
Sure. So you guys can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Amazon Audible, Pocket Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Jeez, that was really bad. And Spotify.
Yes. And you can also visit our website to get quality content all over the place. So if you're wondering why you can't find the post from X, because, maybe that's not your thing. We're not on Blue Sky yet. So, feel you. Maybe you haven't found our Facebook group. It's a social media network, honey.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So maybe you haven't found the Main Event Mama Squad yet, and you're trying to figure out where that's at. That's at Facebook, honey. That's where our group is. Come hang with us. Get daily updates on our content and the things that are going on in our lives, like the fact we probably are so sleepy. And my voice is giving out
why,
too.
Like, why are you saying, oh, honey? Like, girl, that's like so southern, half southern and northern. Okay. Yep.
You forget that I pretty much was raised in Georgia, but it's cool.
I know.
It's cool. Anyway, with that, on our website, you can also leave us a voicemail. You can join our mailing list. You can check out our blog, where our picks will be also at some point tomorrow.
You can also request to be on our show. Remember, it's by our discretion, but you can request to be there.
And we're excited to get back to you. So feel free to say you want to join the mamas. And then lastly, we want to talk about our live stream, because it's dropping next Thursday, right?
Yes, and you'll get us live. And you don't know which version you're going to get.
Probably the sleepy version, to be honest. Probably the sleepy version. So it's going to be crazy. And it's exciting. And we're excited to hang with you live and want to invite you guys to all join us. So with that, we want to say we're not new to this.
We're so true to this. And this was Main Event Mamas.
Whoop, whoop.